Start small, practice, put yourself out there, do the 1 minute video, the 3 minute video, challenge yourself. Maybe the first time it's going to be hard. Maybe you said, okay, I'm going to do it every day for the next 7 days. I'm going to do it every day for the next 14 days, and keep increasing. And you will be impressed how comfortable you start feeling in front of the camera. Welcome to Mastery Podcast, where we share stories of impact-driven entrepreneurs to create that ripple effect of positivity. I am your host, Dr. Saz. I help entrepreneurs improve their brand message and crush it on camera so they can attract more clients and create more impact. In today's episode, we are tackling one of the challenges that entrepreneurs face today is camera shyness. If you ever feel nervous in front of the camera, or if you feel like your heart is pounding, or you lost what words you are going to say, that's part of the camera shyness. It may appear in different way, but in this episode, we'll give you tips and tricks on how to overcome that. So first, let's talk about what camera shyness is. It's when you feel nervous, there's like numbness, sweaty palm, you feel stutter, and fear of being judged and stuff like that. And some people just avoid being on camera altogether. And they said, oh yeah, I'm very comfortable at talking about my stuff, but then they avoid being on camera, they avoid getting interviewed and stuff like that. Those are typical symptoms of camera shyness. And besides that, one of the fear that a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners and people who are very good in their field has is self-criticism and perfectionism. I know I'm right now being on camera, I'm not being perfect. I probably don't have the most perfect makeup on, the most perfect hair, but who cares, right? I'm being me and I'm representing my brand the best way that I can. And as long as, and it doesn't even matter if you offend anyone, right? Somehow, many people will have some opinion about what you do, what you say, how you appear. And as long as you are consistent, as long as you are clear with how you presenting yourself, then you know what? We need to get rid of that self-criticism, get rid of that perfectionism. In the beginning, oh my gosh, this light is not good enough, and you know what, my light is probably not like it is in the studio, but I'm doing the best I can. And as long as I'm going out being professional, I try my best to have the light and to have the microphone, to have the camera, different angle and stuff like that. Oh, you know what, this is good enough for my brand right now at this time in this stage. And this is what many entrepreneurs needs to overcome. So now let's move into the practical tips and tricks on what you can do to overcome the camera shyness, right? It's not that you are shy. It is because you're just not used to talking to the camera. For example, I have thousands of hours practicing in front of camera, and you just get comfortable with it. And the first thing you want to do is preparation. What you want to do is prepare your content in advance. And people have different ways, right? Some people just have like 4 bullet points and then they're good to go. My husband, for example, that's all he needs. He just needs a few bullet points. For me, I'm a little bit elaborate when I prepare my contents. I want that sound bites in there. I want to prepare that, and that's the perfectionism in me. And it is okay as long as you prepare it in advance. You have your notes. I have my notes here and sometimes you maybe even notice, and I don't want to give this away, but guess what? When you do this all the time, you see it. I can see when people make video, and it is okay. It doesn't matter as long as you're being authentic. Prepare in advance, and people like it that you are prepared. For me, I'm prepared because you are important to me. I want to give you value, and I want to prepare the talking points, all the steps, all the important things that I want to say in this video, prepared in advance. And another thing you can do is practice. For me, sometimes I get it done the first take, and I pause in between so my editor can edit the pause out, and that is okay. And for some people, in the beginning, especially, you may have 100 takes, for example, and that is okay too. You may want to practice in front of the mirror, for example, practice talking, have your notes here, and talk to yourself in the mirror so you feel comfortable about, what you are delivering, the message you are delivering. You want to have a comfortable environment, and I see many people, and I've done it when I do some videos, for example, when you do stories and you're outside and it is noisy and there are people around, and that's okay. Those are stories. But when you're creating content, valuable content that you want to deliver certain message, and for example, in this environment, it's quiet. I have my door closed, and I'm the only one in here, and I have good light, and that just comes with practice, right? You just gonna be better with your environment. And I suggest just pick a spot in your home, and when if you have kids or dogs, make sure they are away from the area, and you are in a quiet space so that when you deliver your message, it is loud and clear, and there's no background noise, etc. Another technique that you can do is the breathing technique. Even now I do it. And Arif, you see me, my editor, all the time before I hop on, before I press the button, or after I press the record button, I come on here in front of the video, shake myself out, and check out the nerves. And it's not that I'm nervous, but I'm putting myself into the zone, into the space of, I want to deliver the value. I want to give you guys the value that you deserve. And I want to be in that zone, right? And then I just check off whatever feeling I have. I'm running up here into the studio, and you may have a lot of stuff in your head. Check all those out. Breathe in fully and breathe out. And you may want to do this, my notification, but it come on. But anyway, sometimes you have that distraction, and you just make sure you turn it off. And anything that popping up on the laptop that you use as a note on your phone that you may use as a second camera, and just turn off on the notification, breathe in and out. And I normally just do this, and then I'm good to go, right? And it hasn't always been like this, and I'll tell you a story in a little bit. And let me tell you the story first. For me, I was a captain in the Air Force, so I'm used to leading a team. I was a manager, director, so I'm used to being in front of people, talking in front of people, leading the team. When I was working in the hospital, I was advising physicians on different doses and stuff like that. So I'm used to being that leadership in front of people kind of role, right? And it's different when you're creating content. And I'll tell you this story. Many years ago, my husband and I, we enroll ourselves in this 90 days challenge, and we create like 3 minutes video clip, right? For us, even being in this leadership role, and you entrepreneurs, business owner, I know it, I get it, you are in this leadership role, but to be on camera is different, and it's okay. It's okay that you don't get it right the first time. Our first 3-minute video, I mean, literally, it took us hours. We sit in front of the camera and we're like, what are we gonna talk about? We didn't have a guideline on what to do and what to say. So we pick a topic and we're like, okay, let's talk about this. And it took us hours. And by the time we're done with our 90th video, we're like, oh yeah, pop up the phone and let's talk for 3 minutes. It was boom, one take. And it could be, and I challenge you to do this. Take out your phone. Nobody have to see it. You do the 3-minute video every day for the next 90 days. And then trust me, when your 90 days is over, you'll be like, oh, I am a pro. And start small, right? This is a long 15-20 minutes video, depends on how much I talk. But you start small. Start with a 1-minute video on your social media, on your Facebook. Who's gonna see it? It's just your friends and your family, right? So if you're camera shy, guess what? It's mom, it's dad, it's Uncle Sam, it's Uncle Tom, it's my niece and my nephew, for example. Then ask for their feedback, and those are so valuable. They will be like, you're fidgeting, and maybe they'll tell you something that you can't see in yourself. They'll be like, you're moving like this. And there are certain video, I have a habit of just rocking back and forth. For example, sometimes people get seasick looking at you. So now I'm more comfortable just standing still, being just like this, as a matter of fact, deliver the message, and who cares, right? It's just the camera and me and you guys, which I love. And that's it. Start small, practice, put yourself out there, do the 1-minute video, the 3-minute video, challenge yourself. Maybe the first time it's going to be hard. Maybe you said, okay, I'm going to do it every day for the next 7 days. I'm going to do it every day for the next 14 days, and keep increasing. And you will be impressed how comfortable you start feeling in front of the camera. So let me share a story of Dr. A. She is the most loving, amazing human being. She know her stuff, very intelligent, smart. She have all kinds of accolades, all kind of certificate, degree from tons of places. But for her, it was the same thing. She didn't have enough practice in front of the camera, and she came to Mastery Podcast and Crush It on Camera. Back then, we didn't call it Crush It on Camera. We call it just Mastery Podcast event, for example. And she came and she was like, and we will give you a little bit of her testimonial here. She almost gave up on her business, but she know her stuff, but she was just like this, and she doesn't realize it. She speak in front of people. She spoke in front of people many times, and she know her stuff. And you'll be amazed with what we can do at Crush It on Camera for you to be around your peer, with the entrepreneurs, with high-level people who have this nerves, right? They are also nervous, and it is okay, and you don't feel like you are alone. So if you want to have that experience with us, join us on Crush It on Camera. If you don't want to, you want to practice on your own, that's fine. And stick around on this channel. If you like this content, give us a thumbs up, follow us, give us a comment, and whatever you want to hear, whatever you want to see, what tips and tools you want to hear about, then please comment below. And if you don't improve your camera shyness and you are entrepreneur and you are business owner, it is tough. It's a tough world out there. It's like Shark Tank, right? Swimming with a shark. And when you become comfortable on camera and the camera is no longer a shark, it's like a little dolphin, right? So until we meet again in the next episode, keep on improving your skills as an entrepreneur. It is a journey, and I'm here to support you in helping you grow with your brand message, with your camera presence, and keep shining, keep improving, keep mastering your craft. Make it a great day. Bye for now.